Hello YouTube, I'm the Foam Witch, and in this video I'm going to show you how I made this epic battle axe from my favourite game of all time, Skyrim. Before we get started, if you like crafting content like this and haven't already subscribed to my channel, if you could do that now, that would be incredible. Otherwise, let's do this. To make this battle axe, I was sent this awesome blueprint by Hanabi Cosplay on Instagram, so make sure to go and check them out because this was perfect. To make the axe head, this part was traced around 3 times onto 10mm foam. Once those 3 pieces were cut out, this is how it looked. One of them had a channel cut in the middle of the handle part where I was going to attach a PVC pipe. And here is said PVC pipe. I just measured this against my own body to get the right size for my measurements. I don't really know how long it was in total, I'll be honest. PVC pipe then got wrapped in a layer of 5mm foam just to make it a little bit thicker. This was how the handle looked once it had been wrapped. The section of the axe head with the channel cut down the middle was then stuck onto the top of the pipe. I then used my Dremel to sand down some of the foam in the middle of the other 2 pieces just so that they would fit perfectly on top of the pipe either side. Both of these sections then got stuck onto the axe head and the base build of the axe was complete. It was then time to start adding details, and if you've seen any of my previous videos of my Skyrim armour build, you'll know that this involves drilling many holes by hand. This got done on both sides of the axe head, and once they'd all been drilled in, this is how it was looking. Another layer of foam was added on top of the base of the axe head. This was a 3mm layer and got stuck on both sides. Apart from the foam stuck to the handle, which I used contact adhesive for, most of the glue on this project was the specifically for foam hot glue sticks from the incredible Tig Supplies. These things are amazing, I will not stop raving about how good they are. This is how it looked once the 3mm layer had been stuck on. My cuts in the 10mm foam were quite messy, so this needed a tidy up, so I did this using my Dremel and a sanding barrel attachment. The edges of the axe needed to look more like a blade, so they needed thinning out, so I started by cutting away some of the foam on either side with a craft knife. It looks pretty messy, as you can see. But after the time was taken to sand down the edges with the Dremel, it looks a lot cleaner and neater. There is a raised centre detail on this axe, so this was cut out twice from 10mm foam using an outward bevel cut to give that nice beveled edge. Then it was back to doing some more drilling of holes, which gave 2 pieces that look like this. And just like the axe head, these both got a layer of 3mm foam stuck on top. This is where the cutting out of the swirly details began, and these all got cut out of sticky back foam. Once those had been cut out and stuck on, this is how the 2 centre details were looking. They then both got stuck to the base. More swirly details got cut out following the template for the sides of the axe. Using sticky back foam for these swirly details was a really good idea because it saved a whole load of faffing trying to add glue to really detailed pieces. Some more detail got added to the top of the axe, and then some more nearer the base of the handle. Once all of those details had been added on both sides, the build of the axe head was complete. It was then time to make the pommel, and to start this I cut out 2 circular shapes cut from 10mm foam, which then got stuck one on top of the other. This needed to be more of a sphere shape, so I took the Dremel with sanding barrel attachment again and rounded off all the edges. This took quite a while, but it gave a shape that looked like this. This then got stuck on top of a slightly wider piece of 10mm foam. A large hole was then drilled out of this, which is where the handle was going to stick into. This then got stuck in place using hot glue, and it did get a little bit messy. A 3mm detail layer with some pieces cut out of it was stuck to the top of the handle, and the same done at the bottom of the handle, with some other curved pieces slightly above that. And once those final parts had been added, all of the details on the axe were then complete. The final thing to do before painting was to add some wood grain effect to the handle. I did this by using my soldering iron and just burning the lines into the foam. And this is how it looked once those detail lines had been added. It was then time to start sealing the foam, and I used my favourite sealer, which is black flexi paint from the incredible Tig Supplies. This got brushed on by hand, and I think I used about 3 or 4 layers. I get pretty much all of my cosplay materials from Tig Supplies. If you are looking for the best supplies around, make sure you go and check them out. This is how it looked once the sealing had been finished, and it was now time to start painting. Any of the parts that needed to look like metal were painted in a normal silver colour, with a darker silver being painted on some of the areas just to make the colour look a little less flat. Here is a shot of me painting in bed, which is one of my favourite places to paint props. Some of that darker silver paint was used in the lower areas of the axe, again just to give it a bit more dimension. And I went round all the edges of the swirly details just to add a bit of weathering with the darker silver. This is how it looked once all of the silver had been painted. I then wanted to make this axe look a lot more weathered and like it had been in some absolutely epic battles, so I decided to add some rust effect. To do this, I just took some different shades of browns and oranges and just dabbed them all around the darker areas, no particular pattern, just to make it look like rust. I then went back over some of the swirly details with a much lighter silver just to bring the shine back to the axe. And this is how it looked once all of the painting of the metal parts was complete. The handle then got painted, and I just used a few different shades of brown to give it a wood effect. Also using a black wash in the wood grain lines I burnt in earlier to give it some depth. And once that was done, the painting of the axe was complete. The handle of the axe in the game is wrapped with some leather material, so to replicate this I just cut out some really long strips of faux leather. These then got wrapped around the handle and stuck on, and the edges of the material weathered to make it look more worn. I also used some googly eyes that I painted silver to act as rivets. And with that, the Steel Battle Axe was complete. If you are still watching this video, I want to give you a massive huge thank you. If you liked it, if you could give it a thumbs up, that would be incredible. And if you like crafting content like this and would like to subscribe to my channel, that would be so appreciated. Huge thanks again for watching, and all I've got left to say is, I'll see you next time.